All right. Let's talk about the TwitchCon 2024. You know, apparently there was drugs or so at a VIP party, and there was 2 victims that happened with it. Which one of them was Hades from Mythos, I think, and another VTuber, which I don't know this VTuber specifically. Yeah. I'd be curious to see if there's actually more information on the situation, because Mujin does dig in a little bit deeper, you know, on the informations and try to dig up some stuff, right? I'd be curious to see what we're gonna learn from this, you know, the after party. See, this is one of the things I'm worried about too as well. If I ever go to these kinds of things, right, is the after party kind of type of thing, you know? Because you guys know exactly, I don't have any friends, right? So it's gonna be kind of difficult or so for me to go to these things by myself, you know.
TwitchCon is the biggest streamer convention held yearly. It's also ridiculously expensive, but guys, don't worry.
Jesus fucking Christ. Holy God. The missing block party pass? Saturday nights. Only available with TwitchCon pass purchases. 3-day pass for $239. One day pass. $149 to $159. I assume Saturday and Sundays is probably $159. But then if you want to buy the block party pass, you have to pay another $110 on top of the 3-day pass if you're gonna go for all 3 days at TwitchCon.
It's worth it. I mean, you get to meet your role models, your idols, the people you look up to, your favorite streamers. But if you
I would like to meet my favorite streamers, right? Like some of them, right? But then, like, I don't know. I can't really justify the price, though, you know? Unless there's, like, other stuff at the convention or something, you know?
happen to go as the streamer, it's even better because you're getting to meet up with your wonderful fans and your coworkers. You also get to be directly harassed on stream by someone trying to get some clout. Yes, this popular streamer is getting his nipple kissed without his consent. That's
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is this guy is weird, bro.
right. TwitchCon, everybody. Make sure to come next year. Yeah, there was a lot of harassment this year. It was a disaster, guys. It was so many streamers got harassed. People ran after them, trying to make their own content. It was really...
One of them asked my 12-year-old daughter to go to the clubs with her. They are banned now. Yo, that is... Yo, that is... Okay, then.
But ignore all that, it's just noise. As we know, the convention itself is nothing more than an excuse to just go to San Diego with all your fellow streamers and party like there's no tomorrow. This isn't just exclusive to TwitchCon. Every convention kind of works that way. As a streamer,
yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like going to these parties if I don't know anybody, you know? I just can't really justify it or kind of like, you know, kind of that's one of the reasons why, like, I'm not really much of a party person, so this definitely appeals to like a certain audience. That's the only reason, you know. I'm more of a stay at home kind of type of thing, you know, and play some video games with friends and stuff, you know.
The real way to grow your network, meet new friends, and create new business opportunities.
New friends, quote unquote, new friends. Bro, it's kind of weird. You just meet them one time, like at a party or so, and then you expect to be like friends or something like that. I don't know. It's just weird for me, so.
Doesn't happen in the convention itself, it happens behind closed doors in the parties or hotel rooms, but we're not here to talk about that. There are so many parties and mixers and lunches and dinners, it's ridiculous. But now imagine being a smaller streamer and getting access to a party that is highly exclusive with top DJ performers and...
Oh, this is probably for like the top, what is it, the top 5% of Twitch streamers, right? I assume that's what it is. It's probably like the top 5% of Twitch streamers that get into this specific after party.
And an RSVP list that is checked on a case-by-case basis.
I'll be honest with you, never happening on my end, so. And even then, even if it did happen for me, right? If I got invited to this like like exclusive like 5% like after party thing, I still wouldn't go in my personal opinion. I'm like maybe I'll like if I go right, I have to go with at least like 2 other friends, right? But like even then, I just feel like I would be so bored. I don't know. I'd just be so bored, you know? I don't know, to be honest. It's just so bored. Maybe just to experience it maybe one time in my life and then never go ever again. Because remember, right? You only live once, right? So, well, for me, I live millions of years. So there's a lot of things I've never experienced yet. So, which one of them is basically snow. I've never experienced snow, and I actually did manage to experience going to a beach one time in my entire life of living on this planet. I went to a beach for the first time in my life, you know?
To see whether you're famous enough to attend and you somehow get approved. You'll meet large creators, successful creators, creators that you might be a mega fan of. This is a dream come true, and
I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, it's not really like it's cool to see your favorite like big top streamer in this, but like I don't know. I just can't really like think it's like, whoa, this is just an amazing opportunity. You know, wow, I can like collaborate or cooperate or whatever, you know, with these big people or so and communicate with. I don't know. I just kind of like I'm just gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna be like that one meme or so, right, where that person is like standing in the corner or so, and like other people are like dancing and stuff like that, right, and be like, yeah, they don't even know I'm a small Twitch streamer.
I'm sure you'd be expecting the party of a lifetime. You surely wouldn't be expecting someone to spike your drink with a very powerful drug when you're not looking, to the point where you can't even move your lips at some point because your entire body is limp. You also...
You want to know something? I don't even drink, so this kind of, you know, I'd probably be that one person or so in that party or so that I just wouldn't drink at all. So
wouldn't be expecting the...
I used to be a bartender, but I never drank though. Even though like you're like, well, granted, like because the way how, well, for me specifically, they taught me or so, because with your bottle of water, no, with my bottle of sparkling water, I'll just bring my own sparkling water, you know, just to feel refreshed, you know.
Fire marshals to show up because somehow this exclusive party with very limited space got overcrowded. And finally, you also wouldn't be expecting the party organizer to find your post on Twitter complaining about this and double down while being extremely defensive and making a complete clown out of himself. Yeah, these things actually happened. It's a catastrophe. So let's talk about it. So as I mentioned, when it comes to conventions, it's really just all about the parties happening around it. But when you go to a convention as a...
I think I know that Pika Chica goes to TwitchCon, so maybe I'll go with Pika Chica. Maybe ? I don't know. We'll see.
VTuber, it's not really as straightforward as a normal streamer going there. One of the main reasons why they are VTubers in the first place is for anonymity. They want to keep their real identity secret.
Yes.
So they'll either go there virtually, meeting up their fans through a screen, or they'll go physically, but make sure to wear a mask or a cap or sunglasses or something to stay incognito, and only take off these things with people they trust, with friends who understand their situation.
Yeah.
This is why they can't just go to any party at TwitchCon, right? Because not all of them understand their precarious situation of having to stay anonymous. People could be streaming there, taking pictures, whatever. They have to go to a party that understands privacy. That's where this highly exclusive party came in, called the After Party Blurp X Meld. It was hosted on Thursday, September 19th from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. It was a private event. You would have to register on
9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Only 5 hours? 5-hour party? I've been to Hispanic parties usually last like way longer than this, to be honest.
This website and hope that they approve you, because they would look at everyone from a case-by-case basis. And yes, the amount of followers you had and the amount of viewers you would...
Yeah, things can kind of happen, you know, behind closed doors or so, you know.
...get played a big role in whether you would get accepted or not. There were exceptions, of course, just like any party, but you definitely had to be a Twitch partner minimum. Because let's see the description. It says, the TwitchCon partner after party, come hang with some of the top creators and brands in the industry.
Man, to be honest, to be a Twitch partner or so, like, oh man, dude, the requirements or so for you to be a Twitch partner, I think I need to have like the only requirement that I'm missing or so for me to be a Twitch partner, I need to have 75 concurrent viewers. I think for the spam of 7 days of streaming, I think, like basically a week or so. So I need basically 75 people in here watching me in order for me to be a Twitch partner. I already knocked out all of the other requirements or so for being a for actually being accepted for a Twitch partner, right? But the concurrent viewer is the one that takes like the biggest, longest time around. But that's okay. It's not like I'm dying or begging to be fucking Twitch partner or something. It's not really like a super deal, you know. If it happen, you know, I'm just gonna let it happen naturally at the end of the day, you know. It happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be here streaming anyway, so.
Enjoy music with Twitch's top DJ creators in the main lobby or relax on the rooftop terrace to network.
You know what they need to add though? You know who they need to add? You know what they need to add or so for like if they want me to come to one of these Twitch parties, right? In the future, right? If I ever become a Twitch partner, right? They should have like this let me see. They gotta like do they gotta add like some kind of like something like this. Shit, I don't know where to find it. Usually it's a meme or so for this. For some of this shit, but I think it'd be like something like this or so. Right? They have something they have like some kind of thing and then just some DJ just mixed in like an anime theme or so. They just gotta do something like that, you know. Granted, it has to be like some kind of silly anime thing or so, you know. Let me see, DJ. DJ anime theme. Oh wait, is this what I think this is? Yeah, that shit will go hard, man. that shit will go hard. If you play that at a party or so, I would jam the fuck out. I would have like a beer and a liquor bottle in my other hand, you know, and I'd fucking I would go hard, man. I'd go fucking hard on that one, dude. Oh fuck, man. That shit would be funny as fuck. You know, that's all they gotta do, man. If those DJ players or DJ creators are not playing those kinds of musics, I don't want it. I don't want any of it. I don't want to go, to be honest. If they ain't playing that shit, I ain't going.
Network and meet other creators and brands. And then they add, we have zero tolerance for physical, verbal, or sexual harassment. This includes non-consensual touching, violence, discriminatory language, or any behaviors that have a negative impact on the experience or the physical safety of other guests.
Well, what happens if somebody gets fucking wasted or so? You know? What happens if someone gets wasted or so? Like, what do you do then or so? Do you just kick them out or something, you know? Because like, when someone is drunk or so, right, it's basically like it's their true self, you know. They start saying shit, you know.
If a problem or concern arises, guests are encouraged to locate a staff member for assistance. While on the dance floor, we encourage guests to keep conversations to a minimum and phones in their pockets.
I'm like trying to imagine or so, right? I'm like trying to imagine like Twitch streamers dancing or so, right? This is what I imagine or so. This is what I imagine. This is what I'm imagining right now. Like, honestly, like, this is honestly just what I'm imagining for some shit, you know? Let me see. Like, what am I thinking of? Like, I'm just thinking like stupid shit off the top of my head or so. Oh, I got it. I know which one. like I'm imagining some dude at a TwitchCon who's a Twitch streamer dancing like this or so. Who's like I'm like imagining this or so, right? That would be me. Or like this guy, right? Let's see. Or it would be this one right here. I think it would be this one 100%, you know? Yeah, like that. I could just imagine just random Twitch streamers doing that shit, you know? Oh my god. I'm just like picturing like the big Twitch streamers or so dancing. I don't know, man. I'm just saying that's basically is what I'm thinking off the top of my head. Or it could be just like nobody dances, you know? That could also be a thing too as well, you know? Like nobody's actually dancing or anything like that. Or like someone's doing they're doing this or so, you know? Like I can see like a group of people doing this, you know? You know, that's pretty much about it, you know? Everyone has social anxiety. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone has social anxiety, like at least from like I don't know if most of them has like kind of like gotten over it or so, right? For some of the big content creators, but I assume like everyone's from the top creators or so have some kind of type of social anxiety. So I don't know, man. Also at the same time, you want to know something too as well? If you do not have these musics, do the Fortnite floss. No. They gotta have these musics or so. If they don't have these musics in these parties or so, I don't want it. I don't want to go. Where is it at? Where the fuck is my playlist at? Where is it at? I need this shit right now. We need shit like this. We need shit like this. Let me see. Where is it at? Let me scroll. We need shit like this. If they don't have this shit in the parties or so, I don't want it. I don't want to go. You gotta have these musics, man. Or like, let me see. What's another one or so? But yeah, like I said, right? If they don't have shit like this, I don't want it, man. Honestly, I don't want it. You know, they gotta have music like that at least. You know, it would be fucking amazing, to be honest. I would enjoy it. I can just imagine just like, you know, not the Hispanic people, right? I assume there's gonna be probably some like big Hispanic like content creators or so, but I can just imagine like some of the white people like just listening to this music and they're like, what the fuck is this? they're like, what the fuck is this? You know? What is he saying? He's saying a bunch of random words.
Just keep this paragraph in mind because it'll be even funnier later, okay? So from the rules, it says 21 plus must show ID at the door. No streaming inside the venue. This is a very important thing for VTubers who want to stay anonymous and not get caught in someone's stream. And plus ones are allowed but must have their own accepted RSVP as well. Which should be a good thing because it means that no one random is going to be showing up as a +1 either. Everyone is going to be vetted manually. Keep all of this in mind for later.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
So this is hosted by Blurp and Meld Studio. Meld Studio is nothing more than the sponsor Blurp was partnering with, but this is really Blurp's party. This wasn't really the first time Blurp had made a TwitchCon type party. He had made 2 last year during TwitchCon 2023 in Las Vegas, and they were big successes as far as I can tell.
Oh, they did?
The first one being a masquerade event, and the second one being a paid VIP party. So Blurp is someone with an established reputation. This is why people had high expectations, and so many high-profile VTubers went there. It unfortunately ended in complete disaster. Now this all started when Hades.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, this was the first that I've heard about it or so from Hades Mythos.
VTuber from the Mythos agency made one tweet saying, "I think I was drugged at the bar." She then clarified with this tweet saying, "An update. I am awake now. We don't know what actually happened to me last night other than I just wasn't okay. I was in no state to go to the hospital as I don't have insurance, and so I did not receive any tests to see if I had something in my system."
You gotta love the American, healthcare insurance, because it's fucking expensive. Because you want to know something, chat? I'll even let you in on this too as well. Even I don't even have health insurance, to be honest. That's why I try to take care of myself as best as I can with my own freaking body, because it's fucking expensive,
We only suspect my drink may have been spiked due to how sick and horrible and drunk I felt after only 2 drinks, even 3 to 4 hours out from leaving the bar. I felt very wrong and overall not okay. I was in a terrible headspace and honestly should not have been tweeting, and I apologize for anyone I may have worried. Thankfully, my friends took care of me, so I am safe no matter what caused me to feel that way. So this probably happened in a bar around downtown, not too far from where TwitchCon was being held, and it's a very unfortunate reality. This is why you have to keep your eye on your drink at all times, and even then, it's not enough sometimes. That's why you're meant to be with friends, and that's exactly what Hades had done. She was with a bunch of different VTubers from Mythos, and they were able to get her out of there safely. And
That's
thankfully,
good.
nothing
That's
crazy
good.
had happened. But then, all of a sudden, Imuki, a different VTuber, quote tweeted that update from Hades and said this: "I was also roofied last night at a VIP party. I'm safe and okay, had a wonderful group of friends to help me. Stay safe, gamers, and cover your drinks." Now all of a sudden, this isn't just some random bar, this is a VIP party. So as many people were wondering what the hell had happened exactly, Imuki adds this: "I've been roofied before, so I knew the signs. I couldn't move my entire body for a good 40 minutes. Thank for the friends I have, but genuinely Blurp for having drink covers and not giving them out. I'll talk about it when I get home more, but I'm just shaken up and pissed my friends had to carry my limp body back to the Airbnb when we just wanted to have a nice party. Do better, Blurp." So first off, really unfortunate that
Damn,
you got
that's
roofied before
crazy.
and know exactly how it feels. And second off, she was directly saying that this was Blurp's fault for not handing out drinks.
Yeah, that's why if I ever go to one of these, right, I'd rather have friends with me for this situation, just in case something like this happens, I'm just saying.
Drink covers when they were already present at the party. Not only is this a massive accusation, but we also confirmed she was talking about the highly exclusive after party hosted by Blurp. Things were getting serious now. A couple days later, after Imuki went back home and had time to process, she finally posts her statement. Here's what it had to say: "My statement about being roofied at the 2024 Friday TwitchCon Blurp VIP party, trigger warning. To start with, this was mostly a VTuber party full of larger creators who were not wearing their usual facial disguises and coverings, meaning we all thought it was a safe space to vibe and meet other creators. And it was, for a little. About 2 hours into it, the party started getting a bit more crowded, and I remembered thinking I didn't see this many people on the guest list we all registered for. In other words, the security to a VIP party was shit. One of my close friends noticed their water tasted funny and only took a few sips but started feeling off, which I knew was most likely a low-grade roofie. While waiting for their Uber with them, I notified the security guard, who yelled at us for taking up the walkway, shaking my head, that she was most likely roofied. Shortly after she was picked up, it hit me hard. Now for context, I have been roofied before, so I know how it feels, but this was something much, much more severe. Once I started feeling heavy and unable to read well, I immediately ran to the bartenders, who I befriended, to let them know I'd been roofied and to take precautions. I was informed at that point that they had drink covers and were not handing them out. My friends, thank God they were there, had to carry my limp, hyperventilating body out of the party, which was soon blocked off by the fire marshals for overcrowding. For about 2 hours after that, I could only move my mouth, mumbling, and my eyelids. My point in this is that it was a VIP party with major creators there who felt it was a safe environment to demask. They had drink covers and did nothing, and security was shit and started letting God knows who in after a few hours. They had a responsibility to take care of us and did not. My con was ruined and I spent the rest of it shaken up and scared to drink anything but water. Do better, blurb. So this wasn't just a roofie, this was one hell of a drug. Something way stronger than the usual. And I think—
Whoa, damn, that's crazy. Take care, Rice Ball. Take care, hun. Be safe. Thank you for coming by as always. Very much appreciators, though.
regardless of your gender in this situation, I'm sure you can imagine how scary it is to only be able to move your eyelids and your lips barely, while the rest of your body stays limp. This is horrible. A complete horror story. But we were only left with more questions. How does a VIP party go so out of control so quickly? What were the fire marshals here for? Well, Blurp felt the need to reply to this post because it went viral. Here's what he had to say. Hey, Amuli, great start. Already misspelling her name. This is the second case we've heard of someone that got their drink spiked, and we're so upset that happened to you and so glad you're recovering okay. Unfortunately, we did not have any drink covers for the party, nor did we communicate that we will have any, but at future parties we will be sure to provide them. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you through this. Then Imuki replied. She said, first, it's Imuki. I'm not okay, and even without the drink covers, it was your responsibility at a VIP invite-only party with several big names to make sure the only people allowed in were on the list. Drink covers or not, this is on you. Blurpy did not let this die here. No, he had to reply again, saying, sorry Imuki, it auto-corrected. Everyone that got in was manually approved by us and our sponsors. The venue capacity was 350 and we only let 325 on the roof, and at one point 15 had to wait for others to leave to get in. There were no +1s or otherwise that were allowed in without an invitation. We denied nearly 500 plus RSVPs for the event. There was security at check-in to get wristbands, security to get onto the elevators, and security to get onto the roof itself. We absolutely agree we should have had drink covers for all guests. As we stated in our direct message to you, we'd be happy to discuss options to make this right to you and any other guests that were affected. Now, I don't know about you, but this response does sound pretty damn passive-aggressive to me.
True.
It's not the kind of reassuring statement you're meant to give to someone who just got roofied at one of your own parties. Oh yeah, we manually approved every guest on the list. We had—
Yeah, because somebody decided to do this and put it on, you know, in someone's drink or so.
security everywhere. Okay, man, that's great. Now, how did a bioweapon make it through your security so easily? A drug that can knock every part of your body out for 2 hours or more.
Damn,
Good to
2
know that you
hours?
manually
Holy
approved the
shit,
person who
dude.
did this coming into your party. Wonderful job. This only made him look like a clown. I mean, come on, what kind of response is that? There's also, of course, no mention of the fire marshals and the overcrowding incident, or the fact that she wasn't the
Jesus
only one who got
Christ.
roofied. Oh, and let's not forget how he ended his statement. We direct messaged you, we'd be happy to discuss it there. So in other words, we'd love for this to quiet down and isolate you so people stop talking about this. This is terrible. I mean, at this point, you're probably wondering who the hell is Blurpy anyway? And he's just some dude who made this app called Blurp for streamers. It allows you to play sounds during a stream to interact with the streamer and use custom AI text-to-speech voices. Blurpy is pretending like everything is going just fine. Posting this on September 27th, asking, hey, who wants a follow? And the tweet before that being, great party, great Twitchcon, thank you all for coming. This post in particular has many replies, angry and disappointed over what had happened in the party. And what's interesting is that you find Blurpy contradicting himself. For example, someone replied with, cultivating a community sounds wonderful. Will those communities be protected from getting roofied at rooftop parties, or maybe actually see the drink covers that were provided and never handed out? And Blurpy replies with this, saying, we've heard of only one case of streamer that may have had their drink spiked. Have you personally heard of any others? This is interesting because she had posted this 2 days before he had posted that reply, calling out Blurp, saying she got roofied. So it's either Blurpy doesn't really know how to count, or there are more and more people coming out with roofie stories than he can keep track of. Now, Falside also made a video on the situation and reached out to Redclaw, another VTuber that was at the party. He confirmed some pretty concerning details. Like, for example, security wouldn't look at the bags of anyone entering the party, and the
Really? You don't look at the bags? Wow. Wow, that is pretty bad. That is actually you get better security in Disneyland. Shit, dude. Oh god, man. This makes the what is it? The security guard for Donald Trump or so look better, to be honest. Jesus Christ.
This doesn't surprise me
God
one
damn, dude.
bit.
That's
How the QR
crazy.
codes you were given if your RSVP was accepted could be reused, so you could just send them to your friends and they could just reuse them infinitely. How the fire marshal actually did show up because the overcrowding became unbearable. And finally, how in last year's Las Vegas TwitchCon, there was a concerning group of people
Yeah.
that would prowl around women and harass them. And now he had seen the same group at Blurp's party this year as well. Overall, this situation is a complete and utter
Wow.
disaster. Every measure of security during this event was clearly just there
Hey,
for
Angry.
show.
How you doing
but
there,
I think
hun?
the worst thing here, other than the fact that Blurp doesn't really seem to care, is that we still have no idea who caused this. This was a very exclusive VIP party full of top creators, most notably VTubers from Twitch. There was an entire
This is probably like the top 5% or so who goes to these. Blurp knows what's happening. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's about the party.
RSVP list with a manual review process. Which one of these people snuck in with an extremely strong drug and got out without being caught? We don't know. And you sure as hell won't catch me drinking anything if I ever go to TwitchCon and hang out in a party. I don't know if
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather bring my own drink, to be honest.
Blurp, Blurpy, whatever the hell his name is, ends up making a party in TwitchCon 2025, which will also be in San Diego. But I sure as hell hope that the security in that event will be more than just a decorative prop. Please stay safe out there, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Love you. Mwah.
Wow, so they're doing damn, sucks you got roofied. Anyways, we had a lot of security. Hope that helps. Jesus Christ. Damn, that's crazy in my personal opinion. Yeah, cuz like I've heard some of the stuff or so about it. And yeah, it's probably like the top 5% or so people who are there. Hey Fujin, how you doing there, hun? It's probably like the top 5% VTubers or so who went to this party itself. It's very interesting. I'll be honest with you. It's actually very interesting to see. And I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I would go. I think the only way I would go if I had like a bunch of friends. You know, that's about it. Only if I had a bunch of friends, then yes, I would go. But me going by myself, hell no. Well, even then on top of that, right? I don't really drink. So I think I still would be okay to some degree, right? If someone's going to offer me a drink, I'd be like, no, I'm okay. I don't drink. So, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. Yeah, so that was the Twitch. So apparently they're gonna do the party or so in San Diego for 2025. So they're back of doing it again. We'll see what happens or so in the future. The last TwitchCon I heard had a Dream fan stampede. A girl broke her back in the foam pit. Twitch viewers being mean to security guards. Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the only way I would go is if I knew somebody, if I knew like a couple people or so going to the party, and that's pretty much about it. Like, that's it. That's honestly just generally it. But like, if it's like my first time going there or so, right? Like, I'd rather have my 1+ friend or so to join me. And then that's pretty much about it, you know? Like, I don't know if I would personally, like... I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. It's just parties aren't for me. Parties aren't like really my type of thing. I just kind of like want to sit at home and just kind of, you know, watch YouTube videos, play video games or something, or maybe just do some work or draw or something, you know. Like, I feel like that's my kind of fun and entertainment that I like to have. I don't really see parties being super entertaining. I don't know. I just kind of find it boring at the end of the day. But like I said, if they have those songs or so, if those DJs start playing those songs for that shit, I'll be like, all right, we're jamming out now. But yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and yeah. On the what is it? On the road to being Twitch partner. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know how many concurrent viewers I have, actually, to be honest. I haven't even checked on that shit, so. But anyways, yeah. We'll try to see if we get into those private parties, chat. We'll try to get into them eventually in the future when I reach the top 5%, you know. Never happening, but anyways. Yeah, that's the end of the video, and